Hey y'all, Dils here. So this is part three of my spiritual journey. So the last part of part two was mentioning about having altars in my house, feeling the need to have altars in my house. I had altars for my grandparents. Both my mom's parents passed away and my dad's parents passed away. So I am the kind of person who will always pay homage to my grandparents. And when my father's mother and father, the Haitian side, was alive, there was a language barrier because I didn't speak Creole. I spoke the Creole from Belize, but not the one from Haiti. I was very close to my mom's mom and dad because they spoke English and, they raised me. But I still wanted to honor my Haitian grandparents, of course. And the funny thing about that is when people pass over, there's a different type of language that you speak when you speak to your loved ones that's passed on. And it's a language that they understand and you understand. And so I had placed food on the altar for them. I know that my grandfather, my mom's side, loved Johnny Walker Black. So I always had a shot of Johnny Walker Black for him. And my grandfather on my dad's side was just dark rum. And one day I was just traveling around, driving or whatever, and I just felt the need to get some fried chicken, like a craving. Not pregnant, had a hysterectomy. The fuck is that? I just felt the need to call my dad and just be like, hey, did one of your parents like fried chicken? He goes, yeah, your grandmother did. So I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And I was looking at pictures on Facebook because my Haitian side had a family tree. And I'm looking. I found the pictures of my grandparents that I wanted to print out, and something told me to keep looking. And I came across a picture of a little boy. And I'm like, who the hell is this little boy? I was just drawn to him. So the next day, I called my dad and I'm like, who's such and such? He gives me life for the party, smoke, drink, just having a good time, and so on and so forth. And my father got very quiet. And he was like, that is your grand uncle. And he was a voodoo priest. And I was like, huh, interesting. It was a holy shit type of moment because I never met this man a day in my life when I used to go visit my dad. And so for him to connect with me spiritually in that moment let me know that I was there with them spiritually, that I can connect with them, and that the altar was a way for me to connect with them. And I was very mindful of the energies that I was calling in because I just felt in my spirit or in my higher self or speaking with higher power that that's something that I had to do, just be mindful about that. And then I was talking to a friend of mine who told me that Oshun was my spiritual mother. And I'm like, okay, but I didn't feel connected to it. And I went around Savannah looking for a botanica, looking for an Oshun candle to honor her. Couldn't find any. So I went on Amazon trying to find one, and Isis pops up if you know about Egyptian goddess Isis. And I was fascinated with goddess Isis from the time I was in my 20s. My mom actually had papyrus paper around her ceiling on the wall of Isis, Osiris, Horus, all of those. And I was like, damn, who's that? And that's when I realized Isis, goddess Isis, was my spiritual mother. So I formed a connection with that deity, and it was loving, it was kind. She offered me unconditional love that I've never received before from my physical parents, if you will. And that's how I started my practice of helping people heal, going through whatever it is that they're experiencing, trauma, creating spiritual baths, and so on and so forth. And so at that time, I was doing public relations and social media marketing, and I felt the need to shift and start doing more spiritual based work. And that's when all the people started coming. Part four.